Lifting up and a time to pray, an early morning special place, a gathering to see your face. Thank you, Lord, for this blessed day. We lift you up and together we pray. Your holiness we will proclaim, worshiping your holy name. Every morning, another day, and lifting up every time to pray. Early morning, every special place, every morning, gathering to see your face. Thank you, Lord, for this blessed day. Every morning, lift you up and together spread every holiness we will proclaim. Worship now, Jesus, Jesus.
Good morning. Here I am. I'm finally back. You actually get to see me. It's kind of crazy. Wow, it has. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm just getting there. That's all I'm going to say. I'm getting there. Good morning. Thanks, AF, for I think you're hosting. So I think that it's working. Woohoo! Come on. How is everybody today? Let's go through and let's just say good morning. Okay, so I'm outside. So don't have my studio. No, I don't have my laptop. Please pray for my laptop because it's really frustrating, but it's okay. It's okay. Okay, so let's say hello. Let's see, Ghost Paris. Let's see. We got a ghost in the house. Just saying. Hey, Rebecca. Hey, Steph. Hi, Golden Miner. Let's see who else we have. I think I see Miss Olson. Nope, there's Mr. Snarf. Hey, Mr. Snarf. Hey, Tara. Okay, good morning. Good morning, AF. Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Carabasque. Tessie for Trump. Let's see, Kim. Good morning. Let's see who else we have. Okay, let's see. Fears. Golden Miner. I think I said you already. Patience, right? Good morning. Good morning. Let's see who else. I'm here and not at work. Mr. Snarf, what is that? Just up really early. Aw. Glad to have you guys here. Trust me, this has, you guys have, Linda. I've really just blessed my socks off yesterday. So we'll talk about that. We're going to talk about some stuff. Hey, Michigan, Jenny. I'm still, like, my throat is still kind of, but that's okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Good morning, Simpson, New York Times, NYT. Let's see who else we have. No, laptop has not been found yet. God doesn't steal stuff from me, so I will find it. Good morning, Lazarus James. I hope you guys got a chance to check out Lazarus James yesterday on Coffee Talk with Sandra. I'm sure it was good. This girl was spending some time with my baby, and Samantha's home, so I wanted to spend time. We actually watched School of Rock, so there you go. Just saying. And good morning, Shelley. Let's see who else we have. Rita Butler. Hello, sweetie pie. Thank you guys so much for all the love, and thank you for the very generous donations. Hey, Teresa. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sam is good. Sam is good. We are good. God is good. How about that? Working and lurking. Hey, Amy Graff, go ahead and work at lurk. So I'm just trying to make sure that I get everybody. It's actually really nice out today. Hello to all my lurkers. Hello to all my lurkers. Hey, Nicole. School of Rock was filmed in a private school. Oh, did you really? Yeah. Oh, wow. That's crazy. That's really crazy. Yeah, we watched it last night, and I was like, we just wanted something that you didn't even have to think about. I sound better today? Good. Good, 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 good. So yeah, it's it's part of this thing, but that's okay. It is okay. Okay, so good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to Crown Chats. I have some new people in the house, so I thought perhaps maybe I'd introduce myself. My name is Lisa Perna. I have a talk show. Called Touch by Prayer, which I believe will be back on Tuesday, I think, because I do have a guest. I'm hoping that everything's going to work out. But I have been interviewing people for the past, I don't know, 7 years. Derek Wynn! So maybe it's 7 or 8 years. But I've interviewed generals, I've interviewed prophets, I've interviewed authors, and I've also interviewed just everyday people who have extraordinary stories about God. So that's basically what I do, but also with Crown Chats. Crown Chats is my way of just expressing my relationship with God. And instead of asking other people theirs, I'm talking about mine, and I hope that through my relationship with God that it can help to grow yours. So there you go. Okay, let's get some business done. What do you think? Because seriously, it is one of those mornings. It really is. It's one of those. Oh, that just makes me happy. I think I need to do that again. Okay, now I'm back. Now I'm back. Okay, so let's just do a little bit of I'm actually going to, let's see, I'm going to do a little sponsor plugging today because I haven't done so in so long, and I really do want to talk about the hoods. So this is Kate Leaf.
With our family in answer to our prayer, gifted from the heavenlies, the time had come to share. Kaylee Naturals, we love in every jar. You'd never be the same with Kaylee Naturals. The nurturing begins, inspired from above.
That Kate Leaf is incredible stuff. There is so much about Kate Leaf that I could just, first of all, I could just sing the praises of the Hood, both Lisa and John Hood. Where did your Kate Leaf thing go? There it is. Okay, and they have a special bundle right now, which I believe is a Lavender Lola with the lavender body scrub, where you'll get 15% off. I think they also still have their little bundle with the hand sanitizer, which Get the hand sanitizer. Get the hand sanitizer. Get the foot boost. Go get those things. Those should be a staple. They should be a staple. You should have hand sanitizer if you are in. You should keep one in your car. You should keep one in your pocketbook for you ladies. You should keep it in a backpack. You should keep it in wherever you go. Whoever has to do anything, you should really get the hand sanitizer. Stock up. Give it as stocking stuffers. Give it to people because it is going to really help. It is going to really, excuse me, it's really going to help because it does. It sanitizes. And so, I mean, I even, not to get too gross, but I had this crazy funky thing even going on with my face. I had, it was just this funky thing on my nose. And when I was in Bard's Fest, came out of nowhere, just like out of nowhere. And it wasn't going away. It was really getting me angry. And I took some of the K-Leave, the hand sanitizer, popped that puppy on. One day, it was gone. It was gone. I am telling you, there are certain things Lisa has been really working on getting things taken care of. She's a nurse. She understands about like what works, what doesn't work. So you definitely want to go over. So go over to kleave.com. Make sure that if you're getting full price, that you put in our our discount, which is Crown here at Touch by Crown. It is really, really good. Yes, K-Stat is the bomb. Definitely get it. Okay. And thank you so much to both Lisa and John for your prayers. Thank you for your support. Thank you because they sponsor on my broadcast, and so we want to send the love back. So make sure, and if you've never tried the lavender scrub, go get the lavender scrub. And there's some new stuff. There's some really new stuff that is coming. But shh, see, I know stuff, but I can't tell stuff. But I know stuff, and it's coming, and I'm so excited about what's coming. Like I got my happy things on. Okay. I also want to talk about what else has been saving my life. My superfoods. That's right, superfoods. I have to tell you that once I was able to get myself back into the swing of things. Superfoods. Thank you for superfoods. And I'm also a part of what Lorraine is doing with the Protandim. And basically these are pills and drinks. That's what I'm drinking this morning. What it does is it works at a cellular level. And so this has been like my coffee. This has been my coffee. It helps with my electrolytes. It just makes me feel good. But I have to tell you that my superfoods was just really, it helped so much. It helped so much because I was getting all these great nutrients into my body, and superfoods again works at a cellular level. We have to start taking care of our temple. We really, if anything I have learned that taking care of your temple is the most important. That means keeping the stress down, making sure you stay hydrated, make sure that you're eating properly, and making sure that you're putting good things into your body. And these things, so I also sell the Protandim, which I'm going to start kind of talking about and putting some links up, because I think that every single person, if you are hearing my voice, you need to be on Protandim, because it makes a difference. I am telling you, it makes a difference. Once I went back to taking my stuff, everything changed. Everything started to work again. I started to feel more like Lisa. That's kind of how I felt. So if you are interested, make sure that you private message me. I'll get you some information out there. We'll get you signed up. It's worth the money. Sometimes we say, well, it's this, it's that. I am just going to tell you something. How important is your health? And this is This is not like a plug. This is a truth. Because when you've gone through something where you feel like your health has not been your best friend, it was something that I had to have. I had to get myself back, to get into like just feeling good. And that's exactly, I love my shakes. I love my shakes. They make me feel so good. Okay, so we talked about that. So if you're interested in finding out about Protan, if you're interested in finding out about superfoods, please make sure that you just private message me. I'll get you hooked up. But I am telling you, folks, it's time to get our temples in order. It is time. That's right. This is an investment into your body. It's time. I'm just saying. Okay. Let's just talk about some of my absolute favorite people. We'll start off with California. That's right. We're going to talk about California, because California is a woof. Man, I never thought that I could care so much about somebody in such a short time. Both Michael and Linda have become a part of my family. They are a part of my heart. I am forever grateful. I'm so grateful for everything that Mike has done for me personally, between my songs and just the support. But what he has done during this time, there are just no words. There just are no words to adequately thank him for everything that he does. And it's not just for what he does, for what he did for me, but it's what he did for other people, and what he does for you, how he encourages you, and how he has this music that is telling you to keep fighting and to keep moving. So it's really, if you want to go over to American Magnet Music, go download his music, and make sure, okay, because I'm just saying, their strings are expensive. There are some PayPal links and some Cash Apps. So make sure that you give a little something, because I am telling you, he has pulled a lot of us through this particular time. So we definitely want to go over. And of course, we also want to show Greg Harvey our love. Greg every morning has been out. He's been fighting the good fight. Yesterday, he got really pissed off. But that's okay, because sometimes it's that righteous anger that brings about a shift. That's exactly what it does. So when you think about it, it's that righteous anger sometimes that we have, that we're like, oh, I'm so angry, and that's where he was yesterday. He was so angry. He was so angry because people he loved were affected. He was so angry because of what has been going on. And he was really angry, and it is righteous anger. Oh, I've been at righteous anger. I'm beyond pissed, And so make sure that you go over and you give him your support. Greg does this. He does it every day, and he does not get paid. So please make sure that you go and bless him. If he blesses you, who blesses you, you should bless. That is really what it is. If they are a blessing to you, then you should go and be a blessing to them. That's what you're supposed to do. Okay, where's Uncle? We have every morning. Where's Uncle Larry? Where'd you go? Where'd you go, Uncle Larry? Oh, up there you are. We have Uncle Larry's chit chat every morning. And he held down the fort while a lot of us couldn't, because we couldn't. So make sure that you check out Uncle Larry. And of course, we have two sisters with purpose. We have Lorraine and her sister-in-law, Jen, who are currently doing a beautiful devotional and Bible study about the chosen. And both Lorraine and Jen have so much. They have so much humor. They have so much wisdom. I just love them. And I'm so very grateful for Lorraine. And I can't even talk about it because I'll start crying. But also, of course, we have the beautiful and wonderful Wonder Warrior, who is keeping us charged up and getting us excited for about what God is doing. Of course, we have Discerning Truth with Papa Bill Donahue, which I believe he should be back. I believe he's coming back, right? What is today? Nope, today's Thursday, so we have to wait till Monday. But just keep both him and Noel in prayer. This has been a spiritual battle. We're going to talk about that, but excuse me. Make sure they go over to Discerning Truth with Papa Bill Donahue. Of course, every night you have Coffee Talk with Sandra. Last night she had the very awesome Lazarus James. Make sure that you go over and you check that out. Also, we have on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, Amy Graff Sit Down, Shut Up, and Listen to God. So you want to go and check that out. Every morning we have the awesome AF Soldier, followed closely by his sidekick, Lazarus James. And of course, on Sunday, we kick it off after the babies in the morning devotional. We get a little Derek Lynn. That's right, Derek Lynn. If you don't know Derek Lynn, if you've never listened to Derek Lynn be a powerhouse. She's one of my kids, and she is powerful, and she will be at Daddy's Girl. That's right, it is coming. September 24th and 20 through the 26th here in New Jersey. I still have some openings. We're going to be closing soon, but it is going to be powerful. It is going to be so powerful, so powerful. So if you can get to New Jersey, and if you're ready to level up, if you're ready to level up, that's what you're gonna do. Oh, I just realized something. I don't have any of my music on this computer. I don't even know if I can even. I don't know if I could do that. Let me see. I'm gonna have to see if I can get my. I just realized that, because you think that it's there, but so not happy right now. That did not make me so happy. So I'm gonna, hey AF, can you shoot me over, can you go shoot me over some names? Just put it in, if you can. If you can just shoot it over to my, to your personal Telegram. Let me see if I can, I don't know if I can do this, but we'll try. This will be, this will be interesting, because I do want to go. I do knees, my California's knees. See, I don't put it in the. I don't put it over in the audio, which I probably should. I usually keep it's on my laptop, so there you go. It is. We will see. Yeah, I can't believe that next week is going to be. It's going to be Daddy's Girl. I'll tell you what, I was like that close to being like, I'm out. I'm out. I was like, okay. But we were able, rallying. And that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about what it's like to rally, we're going to talk, but I just wanted to kind of transition. So I don't know if we're going to. Oh, it's coming. Okay, we're going to see if this works. I'm hoping this is going to work. We'll see. I'm just hoping it's going to be like, oh, yes, here you go, Lisa. Here you go. Because seriously. Okay, here it is. Let me just see here. All right, let me see here. I'm trying to do this. Let's see. Give me airdrop. Come on. Do I have an airdrop thingy? Where's my little airdrop? My airdrop? Come on, you monkey. Of course there's no one here because, you know. All right, let's see if I can do. Let's see. Hold on. I can do this. I just have to figure out. How to do this. Let's see. Okay, let's see if I can do that. No, it's not going to work. Mhm. Let me see. You would think that I would be able to. Let me see. I don't want that. Where the heck? Okay. I'm just gonna send it. All right. Okay, let's see. We're trying. I'm trying. Let's see if I can do this. See, this is what happens when you don't have a Mac. Your Mac. It's like, seriously. Let's see. No, that's not good. I don't want that. Whoop. No, we don't want that. Sugar. Hold on. I want this. Hold on. Just give me. I know this is so bad. I'm so sorry, guys. Let me see. Let's see. Why are you not doing me? Why are you doing me like this? You suck. Sorry. let me just see one more. I don't know why it won't let me. Messages. Can I do that? I don't think I can do that. All right, we might just have to all sing along. I'm like, seriously, this is just, I'm trying to figure it out. There is, let's see, internet, software, Bluetooth. Anything? Let's try turning Bluetooth on. Let's see now. Let's see. Did we figure this out? All right, let me just say. Okay, hold on. Anything? Come on. Come on. All right. Okay. Yeah, it's just not. It is just not going to work. I just don't know why. Nope. It is not working. Okay. Well, we're just going to have to. That's okay. We're just going to have to improvise. How about that? That's what we're going to have to do. I wish that I knew. I wish that I knew. Let's see. From a third party like Zoom or OBS background music. Share a file from your computer. Third party tool. No, that's not going to work. And I really thought that I would be able to, yeah, we'll wing it. You know, I really thought that things shouldn't be that difficult. But apparently things are difficult. But that's okay. Okay. Let's talk about today's let's talk about what we're going to talk about. Okay. So you can share my OBS and play it as a guest. Yeah, but maybe you can try. I don't know if you can you get into, can you override my broadcast? Because that's what I'm trying to kind of figure out. Lisa sings, yeah. You guys will be like, yeah, I gotta go, sorry. Yeah, I gotta go. Okay, let me just see here. There has to be a way to do this. There has to be a way to do this. And it's just really frustrating. But it's okay. We'll be fine. Oh, I know what I'll do. It's not going to be great, but it's going to work. Thank you, Jesus. See, he always tells me. He always tells me what to do. Ready? We got the music. So at least we have music, right? Okay. So we can at least listen.
Oh, bless ye the Lord, all ye servants of the Lord Most High, which by day and night, standing in the light, in the temple of the Lord, I fall down on my knees. I will bless the Lord. I lift my hands to you. You will never leave. You are always standing by my side. Yeah. When men cast their eyes and when troubles rise, you are always there. I fall down on my knees. I will bless the Lord. I lift my hands to you. You are all I ever need. Jesus, you have set me free. I will worship you alone. You will come to take me home. You are all I ever need. Jesus, you have set me free. I will worship you alone. You will come to take me home. You are all I ever need. Jesus, you will set me free. I will worship you alone. You will come to take me home. I fall down on my knees. I will bless the Lord. I lift my hands to you. Yeah. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Fall down on my knees. I will bless the Lord.
I love that song so much. It makes me want to cry. And that's what we're going to talk about. If we think about everything, if we look at what that song represents, is that everything is, the battle is won. The battle is won on our knees. That's where the battle is won. And I was asking the Lord this morning as I was like trying to get ready and trying to figure some stuff out. And I still don't feel all put together, but that's okay. You know, what I started to realize, the Lord said, Lisa, he said, the battle is here. This is where your battle becomes won. This is where it starts. It's not sometimes when you're out there, it's in here. It is what we're supposed to do. And how do we get there? How do we get there? How do we get to that place that says, and in here I have the victory. I don't care what I'm seeing out there. I don't care what is happening. Because in here, I know that I am going to win. Because I know that God has said and what he has said. And so I started to really think about every time that the Israelites were sent into battle. The biggest battle that they had was the battle of their minds. That was their biggest battle. That was the biggest battle. Because there were times that Moses sent them out, and he sent out a scouting crew and said, okay, we're going to go after one of those Hittites, the Hittites or the Amorites or the Amalekites or whoever it's going to be. And so there were times that some Israelites would come back and they're like giants. Oh, trust me, they were like giants. They were. They weren't exaggerating. They were not exaggerating. When they said that there were giants there, they were like, oh crud, there really are giants there. And so what are the giants in your life? What are the giants in your life that you think are so much bigger than God? Because there were only 2 who came back and said, we can take them. Because in here, it already was a done deal. It was done and won. That's what we have to do. Joyce Meyer wrote a book called The Battlefield of the Mind. The interesting thing about that book, when I first read it, oh my gosh, it was a while ago. But when I read that book, I was like, I'm reading the pages and I'm like, oh, wait a second, because so many people with fear, which is false evidence appearing real, right? False evidence appearing real. That's what fear is. It's false. Think about it. It's false. Even like I was going through what I was going through, and there was that moment that fear wanted to come in. And I said this to both Leah and Michelle, the resistance chicks. And I said to them, it's the fear. It's the fear that's our weakness. We have to stay strong. We have to not be afraid. It's not the battle really is the fear. We have to battle that fear on a daily basis. We have to say to ourselves, okay, excuse me, I just went through a major battle. What does that mean? It's an upgrade. Because see, every time that I get to see God in a different way, it's an upgrade. Because that's what was happening with the Israelites. Every time the Israelites would fight and they would go in and they would have to do something, there was something that shifted their minds. Because wait a second, as long as we have the Ark of the Covenant, there's nothing that could touch us, right? They would carry the Ark of the Covenant, and every time they would come into a place and they had the Ark of the Covenant, the enemies were so afraid. They were all like, oh, that's those Israelites, and they have that God that goes before them. We can't defeat him. He can't be defeated. And so when we start to look at, okay, so if I know that God goes before me, if God goes before me, and I know that every single time that I have a victory, I level up. There was one time I was doing I used to do a lot more like Facebook Lives. And there was this one time that the Lord started talking to me, and because my son was a big, huge gamer. So this is a while ago when he was still playing like, little games. And the Lord started talking to me about it. And I started to see how, like in those games, you have to go through the different types of challenges, and you had to learn, and sometimes you wouldn't be able to do it, and so you would get killed and you would go back and you'd have to do it again. And it was frustrating. Everybody was frustrated, like, I was almost there. I was almost there, right? But this is the thing, is that the second time that you went through it, you knew exactly what to do. So you were quickly able to get to where you needed to be. You were able to get right back to where it was that you got tripped up. And that's one of the things that happens, is we get tripped up. The enemy is really good at tripping us up and trying to say, that's not going to happen. That's not going to be. That can't be. You're never going to have the victory. This is where it is. That's why I'm saying, when God said to me this morning, he said, Lisa, it's in your head. It's in your head. And so, like yesterday, when Greg was upset, it was because we haven't gotten the right mindset. We have not decided that we win. We haven't decided. I have. But have you? Have you decided that this is it? I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Taking back my country. Taking back my freedom. Taking back the liberty. Taking back my choices. Right? That's it. Go through a battle. Become stronger. Learn how to play the game. And say, okay, all right, let's do this. Look, if what we're doing, okay, it's, and Greg really did say this, and I get what he was saying. If we don't rise, we're not gonna be able to get rid of those tights in our land, right? We're not gonna be able to get rid of those and they are creatures, I will say that. These are not people who are human. I'm sorry. They're just not. These are individuals who are trying to kill innocent people. These are not humans. I'm sorry. There's no compassion. This is about wanting to destroy. Okay, they are on a search and destroy mission. But God is good, right? God is good. He's always good. I have my good Father shirt on today because he is good, always good. And so when I look at everything, I say to myself, okay, everything that God has done in the past, he has not changed. God does not change. And so when he was taking the Israelites who did not know how to battle, let's get this. They didn't know how to battle. They were slaves. They didn't understand anything about battling. But God taught them. He taught them the art of war. He taught them how to fight. He taught them what to do. That's why Moses was able to lead them, because Moses could hear from him. And so there was that one time where they were battling, and Moses had his hands up, right? He had his hands up, and he became tired, and he became weary, and had to take two other people to come alongside, because as soon as his arms started to fall, that's when the tide started to turn and they started to lose. So what happened is they came alongside and they girded him. They lifted up his arms and they said, no, we are going to win. They figured out a way. And so when we look at, some of these songs, when we listen to the songs that Michael has written, right? We listen to them. Those are the raising of our hands. That in our victory is in our worship, because we're worshiping something that's already in our heads and our hearts is a done deal. It's a done deal. And so when we look at this and we go, okay, yeah, we had problems, we had some stops, we had some blocks, we had to go through some stuff, but it's now onward and upward. That was the word I heard last night. It was onward and upward, because there is more that is in store for his children. God is not done with us. Jesus, I'm sorry. I know a lot of people are hoping that Jesus is coming home and coming back like, tomorrow. But it says that all of creation is groaning for the sons and the daughters to rise up. We have to rise up. We have to. We have to rise up. This is our time. This is our time. This is what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be saying, okay, Lord, let's get this right. Help us to understand. When the disciples went out, there was a demon that they couldn't get rid of. And it was because Jesus said, a demon like this only comes out through fasting and prayer. That's what it was. And I always thought about that. And I said, okay, so there are certain things that take fasting and prayer. Well, what is it? What is fasting? What is prayer? What is it? When we fast, when we deny our flesh, what we're doing is we're now coming out of agreement with a world that says that I need to be taken care of and I'm going to stay comfortable, right? And the big thing is that the Lord is saying, the more that we have in common with the enemy, the more he has a right to get his hooks into us. You see, when Jesus was doing what he was doing, Jesus had nothing in common with the enemy. He had nothing in common with him at all. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. He stayed in perfect love. That's how he was able to cast out sin, right? Perfect love casts out all sin, right? Perfect love. His perfect love. Everything that fear can have a stronghold in Jesus, because he does not operate in a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of sound mind. See, think about the sound mind right there. The battle was won. He knew who he was. He never questioned it. Everybody else questioned it, but he never questioned it. And he didn't even go around like trying to prove. He's like, no, this is who I am. Imagine if you have to go through every single day and you just keep saying to yourself, okay, I'm just going to have to prove, that I'm Lisa. I have to prove I'm Lisa. No, I don't. I am who I am. Sorry to sound like Popeye, but that's where it is. And so when God gave me a vision back in 2018, where he said, dig yourself deep in my trenches. Dig yourself deep in my trenches. And I started to think about that. And I said, well, okay, so God is saying that in his trenches, now, and if you look like with the Wonder Woman, right? Remember, we saw the movie Wonder Woman. Some of us did anyway. The trenches were something that what they would do is the soldiers would go into the trenches so that the enemy couldn't get like a link on them. They didn't know where they were. So they would have these trenches and they would kind of go around. Okay. So the enemy couldn't. He would try shooting. They would try shooting, but they were shooting but they didn't know where they were. They did not know where they were. They were deep. So they couldn't be picked up. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with us. That if we bury ourselves deep in Jesus, if we bury ourselves deep in Jesus, guess what? The enemy cannot see us. He can't see us. He can't pick us up because we're in him. That's why it says that we need to be in him. We need to be in Jesus. Jesus and I, we have to be like this. We have to be one. It says, he says, I wish that they were one, like you and I were one. That's what he said to God. And so what happens is that the more we become like Jesus, the less that the enemy has a right to touch us. Because he does not have a hook. He does not have a hook in us. We are able to walk freely because there is nothing. If you look at the disciple whom Jesus loved most, right? If we look at him and if we start to say, okay, this is who I am. Okay, I'm a daughter of the Most High God. And if I start to say, okay, Lord, I'm going to not do this, I'm not going to do that. Every time that I die to my flesh, right? Every time that I die to my flesh, there's something that the enemy now cannot touch. Can't touch this. I'm telling you, it's just like that song, can't touch this. So when we look and we say, okay, Lord, so the more that I become transformed into an image of you, it says that we go from glory to glory, trying to become more like Jesus, meaning loving. What does love look like, right? That it doesn't, all of those reasons that we have the 10 Commandments is for two things. It's about honoring and putting God first, but then it's about showing love. That's it. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to love, and we're supposed to love well. And every time that we love well, it takes any type of a thing that the enemy thinks he has in us. He can't use it. They tried to kill the disciple whom Jesus loved most. They tried to kill John. They did. They tried, very much so. They tried to boil him in hot oil, but they couldn't touch him. Why? I've thought about it so many times. Why couldn't they do it? They couldn't do it. They could not kill him. So they put him on the island of Patmos. They could not kill him. The reason that they could not kill him is because John understood love. He understood that God loved him, that Jesus loved him. And because of that love, he knew he was protected. And it's the same thing with what we're going through. Right now, there are so many people who are so frustrated and so scared and so they just don't know what to do. But do you believe? Do you believe that God loves you? Like really, 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 you. Do you believe that he loves you so much? So much. And he is going to defend you. And he is going to protect you. And he is going to vindicate you. And he is going to fight for you. And he is going to provide for you. Do we believe those things? Do we believe that he's our healer? Do we believe he's our strength? What do we believe about God? Those are the battles that we're winning right now. Because every time we have a battle and it says, okay, I now know for a fact that God is going to do this. Okay, just like when he was walking with me. Okay, Lisa, this is what you're going to do today. This is what you're going to do today. Okay? That's what he would say. He was my physician, just like a doctor. Okay, Lisa, this is your prescription for today. This is what you're going to do. Lord, I need my laptop. Okay, we'll get you your laptop. But But in this process, and there's always a process, and sometimes the process stinks. Sorry, I hate it, but it is the truth. Because we want things to be easy. But see, I know for a fact, there have been so many times that God has restored and has given me stuff that has been lost. He has. So now it's like, okay, we're this too, I will get back. I will recover all. Because that's really where I kind of feel right now. I feel like, excuse me, hold on. I feel like David. I feel like David. And the reason that I say I feel like David is because there are times that we feel like everything has been stolen. And you sit there and you say to yourself, how is this happening? Everything is getting just ripped and pulled apart from me. And we say, okay, what am I going to do about it? Before I go to God, I'm going to go here. And I'm going to say, okay, you did this before. You did this before. You will do this again. And so when it's time for me to go and inquire, when it's time for me to seek God, that's where I'm going to say, okay, he did it before. He did this before. He did that before. And so I know he's going to do it again. He will do it again. It is who he is. His character doesn't change. Our character does. We're the fickle ones. We're the ones who say, oh, yeah, I trust God. I trust God. But do we? Do we really trust him? We're fickle. We're fickle people. That's the problem with the Israelites. They were fickle. God would do something. They would see God's hand, yet they would still deny who he was. Even with Jesus, they were fickle. The Pharisees did not recognize the Messiah. They did not recognize the Messiah. They didn't. These were the scholars. They knew the Torah. They knew the prophets. They knew everything, yet they didn't know him. And that's where we have to go. We have to come back to that place where we can say, okay, if it's going to be in prayer and fasting, that's going to help to pull myself together, that anything that makes me think that God is not for me, that I'll be able to go in and I'll be able to say, no, that's not true. That's not true, because I know that my flesh is weak, right? That's what it says. It says, but the spirit is willing. The spirit is willing. So what we have to do is we have to bring up our spirit and we have to pull down our flesh. That's where we're going to win. Because we can't look at what's going on, because right now it's a holy mess. It's a holy mess. I just had a friend who I talked to last night, and her husband lost his job because he will not compromise. Won't do it. Won't do it. Are we willing? Are we willing to trust God? Are we willing to believe that he will take care of everything? Do we truly trust him? Because either he says he is who he is, or he isn't. Now, for me, I can tell you, he is. He is who he says he is. He has done what he said he will do. There are so many times that God has showed up and showed off. I mean, even with Shelly, when Shelly broke her foot, we prayed and we said she will not have surgery. We prayed. We prayed. We said, no, she's not going to have surgery. That was it. It wasn't a long prayer. It wasn't sitting there worrying, she will not have surgery. No, it was a done deal. I said, no, she will not have surgery. She will not. That's it. She will recover. She will recover. And that's it. And she did not have to have surgery. Just like with Stephanie. she's going through all this stuff, right? She's going through all this stuff, and she's had to leave a job that she loved. But God, things are shifting. Things are shifting. And I will tell you this. This is what I was talking to my friend yesterday about. How do you wake people up? Think about it, right? How do you wake people up? How did Jesus wake people up? How did he do it? Did he come in and say, I'm the Messiah? Hey, hello, me, Jesus. Yeah, I'm the Messiah. No, that's not what he did. That's not what he did. He showed them. He showed them. He showed them that he had authority over the wind, over the storm. He showed them that he had authority over death by raising people from the dead. He showed them by the multiplication of fishes and the loaves. He showed them by casting out demons and bringing people back to their right sense. He showed them that he could heal. He showed them that he wasn't afraid of leprosy. Everybody was running from the lepers. He ran to the lepers. He showed them that there is a time that God moves, even though when it seems like you've been forgotten. He told people about themselves. He showed them that he knew about them. What he did is he opened their eyes to who he was. He opened their eyes. And this is what's happening right now. There are a lot of people whose eyes are being opened for the first time. People are seeing things and waking up from a slumber of complacency, of the evils that have been going on in our country. And they're waking up. And the wake up sucks. It sucks. It does. It sucks. But if it wasn't being done like this, if there weren't, if there wasn't a resistance against what was going on, I would be a little bit more concerned. And I'm getting excited. There's something inside of me that's saying, interesting. Interesting. That's coming out. Interesting. Wow. Interesting. Now they're showing that. Now they're showing this. Look at what is happening. Stop looking with eyes of fear and start looking at with your eyes of faith. If it says in 2 Chronicles, and it says, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and turn from their wicked ways and seek my face, then I will hear them and I will heal their land. Right? That's what it says. That's exactly what. Make sure that you guys tell me if Greg is going on. I'm trying to be mindful. But that's what it says. And so you go, okay, if my people, well, who's his people? That's us. We're his people. We're his people. You're his people. And if you've been praying, and if you've been on your face, oh, Greg is on, okay. And if you know that, then what are you worried about? Because according to the word, he will do what he says. It says so. It says that he will do exactly what he said he will do. And that's what I truly believe. That is truly what I believe. So I really hope that this has kind of shifted some perspective for you. I hope that this has given you something to look at in a different way. Because the thing about battles are ugly. But if you look at the battles, when God is in a battle, he wins. He always wins. He always wins. You tell me a battle he never won. You show me one battle that God did not win. Just one. There isn't. Because he is who he says he is. He is our creator. He is the creator of the heavens and the earth. And every knee shall tongue and every knee shall bow, every tongue proclaim that Jesus is Lord. That's it. But I don't believe we're ready for him to come back yet, because there are too many people who are still lost. And this is my excitement. And then I'm going to go. My excitement is seeing God move. That's my excitement. To watch people and to see them experience God in such a different way. That's not church. It's not like they grew up, but they see the power. They hear the truth, and they get equipped. We have a lot to do. We are not done. It's time for us to really put our the full armor of God. And what is that? Most important thing, the helmet of salvation. That helmet that says that I have been saved. That helmet that says that I belong to him. That's it. That helmet, the belt of truth, that just sits there and it wraps you and it holds you in and it says, I don't care what the heck you tell me. I know what the truth is. That shield of faith that's going to stop the fiery darts from the enemy, because I know that this is going to stop it, because I have the faith to believe that if he did it before, he'll do it again. The sword of the Spirit, which is a sword of the Spirit, but it's your mouth. It's your mouth. The sword of the Spirit is your mouth. It's what you say. Don't come into agreement. Don't come into agreement with what the enemy is saying. Keep those shoes on. The sandals of peace. Walk in peace. If you are walking in peace, you cannot be walking in chaos. Something has to leave. That's why Jesus says, peace, my peace I give you. He is the Prince of Peace. This is where we are, guys. It's not going to get, how do I put this? God's not going to leave us abandoned. We're not orphans. We're his kids. And he's going to do what he says he's going to do. So, buckle up. Put your hands together and say, ready? It's onward and upward, because we're moving on up. If you've ever seen the Jeffersons moving on up, that should be your theme song today. Moving on up. We're moving on up. Okay, guys, I'm let you guys go to Greg. I just want to pray. So, Lord, I just thank you. You're so good. You are so good, Papa. You are so, so good. Thank you so much for this time. Thank you, Papa, that you are revealing the truth of what is actually happening, that this battle is not, that it's far, far from over, that victory will be ours because you are fighting with us and for us. I thank you, Papa, for each and every single person here. I ask you, Father, to show them exactly who they are to you, that they can see exactly how much you love them and how you do fight for them. Show them the angels that go before them. Help them to understand that they were created to be victorious. Thank you for the people who have come alongside, who are rising up, who are taking their swords and their shields and will not passively sit down, but are ready to rise up and to move into a greater battle. I thank you for every single person here. Bless them, Papa. Bless their families. Bless their finances. Bless their homes. Bless their children. Bless their children's children and the children to come. Bless their workplaces. Thank you, Papa. Papa, you said that you will provide. So thank you for your provision. Thank you for your provision. Thank you for our president. Papa, I know time is coming. I know the time is coming, and when it happens, people are going to be shocked. Help us to guard our hearts. Help us to guard our hearts. Papa, thank you for the healing that is continuing to go to both Mike and Linda and Noel and Bill. I thank you, Papa, for what you have done. Thank you for what you have done. Thank you for our police officers. Thank you for our military. Thank you for our firemen. Thank you for our doctors and our nurses who are still ethical. Thank you, Father, for the teachers who still stand in protection for their children. Thank you, Lord, for the broadcasters, those who are willing to speak and not to be silenced. Lord, I thank you that we get boldness, that we become bold. We start to not hold back or shrink back, but speak clearly, unafraid, letting people know the truth. Letting people know the truth. Lord, bless Greg. Bless Michael. Bless AF. Bless Uncle Larry. Bless Sandra. Bless Bill. Bless Lorraine and Jen. Bless Maggie. Bless Dave. Bless Dr. Artis. Bless Lazarus. Thank you, Papa. Thank you, Papa. Thank you, Papa. Bless Derek Lynn. Bless Amy Rogers. Thank you, Papa. Bless Debbie. Bless them, Lord. Bless them. Bless Dilly. Bless them. Bless them. Thank you, Papa. Bless Amy Graff and Amy Joe. Bless them. Bless them. Neo. Bless Neo. Bless them. Bless them. Protect your children. Protect your children. We give you thanks and praise. We honor and adore you. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, so time to go over to Greg and go send him some love. Sorry. It's 9:59. So actually, I'm doing good. I said I'd be off by 10. I always promised. So I try to keep my word. So make sure that you go give him some love. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Love you.
you, Lord, for another day. A lifting up and a time to pray, an early morning